Blog Talk Radio.
Yes, y'all. You are now listening to the sound of the shofar blowing. The shofar is blown to inspire the people to do their thing, and the shofar is blown to coronate a queen or a king. And today the shofar is being blown to call us to access our own inner vitality. This is Faux Show Holistic Health on Blog Talk Radio. I am your host, Shophar, from Faux Show Energy Work. And today my guest is Melanie Esperon. She's the founder of Reiki Room in San Diego. She does sound healings and intention circles. She's also a natural clairvoyant. She's also the next guest on Faux Show Holistic Health. Again, this is Melanie Esperon. Peace, sis. How you doing?
Hi, brother. How are you?
Feeling really good, despite the gray day June gloom stuff.
I know. I love this weather, though, because San Diego's always so sunny, and I don't know, it puts me in a reflective mood.
I could definitely see where this is very introspective type weather.
Yes. And thank you for having me, too. I was so excited to be on here.
Oh, it's definitely an honor, and I haven't had anyone on yet who does Reiki, and so it's definitely something that I feel like, and it's becoming very common. If people have had any type of vibrational medicine or whatever, probably it's been Reiki. I think that's probably the most, common one out there right now. Yeah, most known.
Yes.
So, yeah, I feel like to support the family and really have this on the archive for people, like if they're interested in any type of vibrational medicine, for this to be archived, then I sense that you can be the person to explain it very well. So, yeah, with that, I always tell people, Melanie, that I always tell the family that, I'm going to put links for you to be able to check out Melanie's other works and her backstory, which is an amazing story. But I'd love to just go ahead and jump into it since we only have 30 minutes. So,
yes, let's do it.
Yeah, all right, no doubt. So let's start with here, Melanie. So I want to kind of set the foundation, and then we can go into some deeper aspects. But first off, in your own words, like, what is Reiki?
Oh, Reiki, it saved my life. It's a Japanese healing modality, and what it is, it works with the practitioner and the client where we channel universal life force energy. So in other words, we're channeling the light into our bodies, out of our hands, into our client's energy. And the common misconception is that we heal people, like we're going to make the sickness go away. And really what Reiki is here to balance the energy centers, the chakras. And when your chakras are balanced by this universal life force all around us, what happens is the client now comes into their own personal flow, which is their body working the way it should be in their own beautiful way. And that's when the body is created, or re-allowing the body to heal itself. So Reiki is a place where we hold space and we push light so that they can come back to their own center.
I love it. And I love what you said, Melanie, about the common misconception is that we do the healing as the healer and everything, whereas if I heard you correctly, what you're saying is that you create a space where you allow for kind of a reset because there's an innate intelligence that's already in there, and you're helping bring the person back to that intelligence so it can heal. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
and,
it's like they have to do the work.
They got to do the heavy lifting, right?
Yes. Kind
of like, so when you, for the family out there, when you come to a quote-unquote energy healer, it's kind of like we're spotting you, like in the gym, but you're still doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful way to say it. I'm going to totally steal that because I've never said that before. It's, we're there to guide you, and we got your back, and we're supporting you, but all in all, this is your work, and what a beautiful thing for people to actually just want to do it.
Totally. I feel like one of the things that we can speak on, or that you can speak on, Melanie, that would be helpful for the family is the whole concept of vibrational medicine because, we're used to, in this culture especially, biochemical stuff such as pills, stuff that will infect the endocrine system and the hormones and stuff. We're also, somewhat, but the whole idea of thoughts and touch and feelings being medicine, vibrational things. Can you speak a little bit to vibrational medicine?
Yes, energy, consciousness. all of us as healers, or people listening who are attracted to this work, it's mindset is like 80%. It's about, if I can put my mind to something, to heal something or to move past something, whatever it is, our natural energy will align with that. And so with Reiki, we're creating, again, the space for them. We hold space for them to come back to their center. And when they reattach to their center, your client or your friends, they can move forward on their highest alignment. And, I mean, if you think about energy, everything is energy. That is very scientific. So the table that I'm sitting at has energy. My mood has energy. And the moment we can bring our energy higher and then share that, that's when people start to realign in their highest path. They start really attracting in everything that they are. So it's so important to be conscious of your vibrational state, because when I'm sure a lot of people have heard this, worry attracts worry, anger attracts anger, happiness attracts happiness, love attracts love. So if you can just vibrate in the space that you want to attract in, that's the goal.
Got it. Wow.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense to me. And one of the things that I saw on your website when I was doing the research for this podcast, Melanie, is that you talked about the Reiki Room, because you have a couple of different offices and everything, but the Reiki Room is a safe space. Can you speak a little bit about the idea of vulnerability and, safety and then healing? What are the connections with that?
Right. For me, that's the number one connection. If a person doesn't feel safe, they're looking for someone to help them find that, right? And then they can start moving forward. So, all of us healers have crazy stories, beautiful stories, tragedy, sadness, whatever. And for me, when I started doing this work, getting into it, I was in a place of, I didn't feel safe, I felt alone. And so it's really important for me to make sure the public knew, if you come to me, I will hold it, and I will make sure that you feel I'm tending to you, because honestly, that session, that healing session, is about you. And so I literally named my brand Reiki Room because, one, I started my practice out of a bedroom in my home for a long time, and it worked. And also, I was taught that in our bodies, our physical bodies, there are different rooms in our body that need healing. And so when a lot of people didn't know what Reiki was at first and they came to see me, I would explain, I'm going into your house, which is your body, and I'm going to clean out every room. And when the rooms are clean, now you can have a party. Now you can open the doors. And so creating space and having Reiki Room is a place where you're held. That's it. And come without feeling like you're going to be judged, because the one thing I've learned throughout this entire time is everyone's going through the same lessons, just at different times. So there's no way I can judge any of what you're going through or doing. We're all lessons for one another, and we just hold space for one another.
Wow, I love it. Getting the kid and play up in there for the youngins. They don't know what I'm talking about, but go getting that house party. So you got the gym analogy, and I'm gonna use your house cleaning analogy. I love it.
Yes.
Going in there and cleaning up the house so that they can throw a party. Beautiful.
That's it.
Nice.
Mhm.
Very cool. Okay. And one of the things and for people that are new to this, I feel like science is very descriptive. Science is very quantitative. Now I do know, because I know that with Reiki and acupuncture, these different things, there are quantitative studies out there that are more and more people are studying these things, but that's still kind of more fringe. It's still kind of new in the place. So can you speak a little bit to just how Reiki just offers a non-descriptive or sometimes a non-qualitative healing? Yeah,
absolutely. It's I recently got interviewed a few months ago, and they basically asked the same question. And the person interviewing me was a nurse, or a registered nurse, and she was like, and she's a Reiki master as well. And she goes, it's crazy because I live in, two different worlds. I live in the Western medical field, and then I live in this Eastern where we practice a lot of natural medicine, sound healing, meditation. And we're just saying how they need to come together. They are integrations. And if one without the other, we're not whole. Because, yes, we are physical beings in this earth plane, but we also have a soul, light within inside of us. And you can't really work out that soul. You know what I mean? You can't go to the gym and work that soul out. You've got to do other work, meditation, all that. And when people leave me, and especially after consistent sessions, that's where my data comes from. It's like, how do you feel? And I've been doing this for about 15 years now, and it's almost like I have seen the shifts in people 15 years ago till now, and it's like, wow, them just being conscious within the energetic system of themselves is data enough for me. Now, are there, because medical research defines why we believe in the Western medicine. It's proven, right? And I believe that all this energy medicine that we're all working with now is just coming back to the forefront. It's always existed. Now they're showing it in this new age. And so the studies that people are asking about, they're coming. Because I know in New York City, Dr. Oz, he is a medical doctor. His wife is a Reiki master, and they are doing massive studies in New York with a lot of the schools, especially Columbia University, and they're putting down all these studies, and especially saying Reiki, energy medicine in particular, is helping a lot of people with depression, anxiety. So I guess it's just to come. It's inevitable that people will understand that this works, and if they need facts, it's coming.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I love what you said there about the main data that you work with, and that you help bring your clients or the people that you work with to, is the data is, how do you feel?
Exactly. Tell me.
What a concept.
Right. Like, let's talk to you, right? Like, how do you feel good? And I guess a lot of people in this earth plane, which I guess we're supposed to, is lose ourselves, because isn't Earth just a big school about learning lessons and refining yourself and really deprogramming the old layers of ourselves that aren't really real, right? Like old belief systems. And so I think this whole world has been shifting into consciousness. How many people are vegan now, eating healthy, watching what they say out loud, understanding what manifestation is? Like, how beautiful is that? So this is real, because most of the world is tapping in, right?
I agree. And, and I trip out sometimes, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way or anything, but sometimes, like when I'm in the grocery store line or something or whatever, and I see these magazines, and it's like the science of laughter, the science of sleep, and it's like, yo, are we that misaligned that we need a magazine or someone to give us scientific proof that fucking laughing or sleeping is good?
Yes.
Like, are we that disconnected from feeling?
A lot of us are. I was big time, and I'm human. We're all human, and I get off track a lot. But the cool thing is we have these tools that are so present that we just go back into the tool bag. And if you don't, then that's your own free will choice. But everyone has access to this, whether you just sit on the grass and take a moment to breathe. That is healing in itself. Connecting. A lot of people who do yoga right now, which is so beautifully popular in movement, yoga means union. So what yoga started off as was just sitting and connecting to your high self, connecting to source, whatever that may be for you. And it's becoming so mainstream. I'm hearing some healers are irritated, but I'm stoked on it, because when people don't understand what this is, we've got to speak their language. Does that make sense? Like if Shavasana, and we use all these fancy words that we talk, it's like, just talk their language. Like, yo, go smile, go hug somebody, like go love, go have a play. And when they start to get into that consciousness, then all the rest comes. And so I think any outlet that can bring them into more consciousness, even if it's basic, don't judge it, because we were all once there. Come on.
Oh yeah, totally. I totally get what you're saying, and I think that's currently where we're at, and that's like you say, it's all perfect, because it's just another access point, right? It's just another way for people to come into it.
Absolutely.
That totally makes sense. That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And one of the things what I was very happily surprised when I came to sound healing is to find out about your clairvoyance. Like, oh, that was dope, man. I definitely, I shortly after that brought my mom. From peoples out there who don't know, I brought my mom.
Love her.
And then, thank you.
And
I
your
plan to bring more people. Yes. She came with me the first time. And it was dope. Kirti still, the stuff that you told her. So thank you for that.
Of course.
Where we're at now is like, I was very surprised though, Melanie, about the clairvoyant part of what you do as well. So can you speak to anything as far as, like, if there are any connections that you see with Reiki and clairvoyance?
Absolutely. Well, one thing's for sure, everyone's gifted. And I just happened to tap in at a young age into my clairvoyancy, which means a clear seer. And when I am able to see spirit or see, I think my niche that I've developed into is being able to see someone so clearly that I can spot the star in them, meaning I can see how far they can take this. And really the answer to all this, how far can someone take their gifts, is infinite. Right? We live in this physical plane on this earth where we have, things that we have to make money. We've got to eat, blah, 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 to survive. But it's move that aside because you're already taken care of. You're showing up, and I need for you to see you. And when someone can see themselves, that's when everyone soars. So I guess my personal job is to remind people of their gifts, who they are, and so that they can now receive Reiki, right, on a massage table or anywhere, really, energy healing. And now they have two. They have two tools. The gift of sight, what I've seen for them and channeled for them, and two, now their energy is cleared, so now that they can actually move forward and receive all this or go after it. So they go hand in hand. Now, most healers that I speak to, they're a clear seer or a clear feeler or a clear knower, or they're all of them. And our job is to integrate. Reiki is beautiful all on its own, hands-on healing or hands-off. But when you can add more into listening to your own intuition, really, and helping your client, that's where it's like it sets you apart, because there's more to it than just, I'm going to clear your energy. It's like, let me clear your energy and let me give you this download of information I'm getting from spirit, because I'm also clean and I'm hearing things from out of this world as well. So you do it too. You do it all the time. You're a clear knower. That is your main gift as of today, because these can shift, and you just know certain things for no particular reason, and you bring consciousness with your mind. And to me, knowledge is power in such a beautiful way, and you got it.
Thank you. I received that. I received that, step into it, embody it. Thank you.
Yes.
And for all of you family listeners too. I mean, it's kind of like being knighted, and Melanie just knighted.
Right.
You don't need to go up to the Himalayas. You don't got to go to see some Babalawo or whatever in the rainforest of Africa or the Congo or something, or down in ayahuasca. Not that there's anything wrong with any of those, but that can just be part of the journey. That can be something that you if you want to do it that way. But just hearing what Melanie just said, you are now knighted, you are now queen, you are now kings. So no, I accept that. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's that I am statement, right? Because when you say I am, you are in the presence of God, and really God to me is everything, all, and infinite. And when you say I am something, you are attaching to your God center, which is in all of us, right? There's no one better or less than. It's just we are, right? So step into that, because everybody needs a piece of your pie. Like, if this world were moving, everyone was conscious in direct alignment, it'd be so peaceful. However, the earth plane cannot be forever peaceful, because none of us would learn lessons, right? It would just be heaven at this point, or, the other side. So there's got to be conflict, but we can be conscious in conflict is what I say.
Conscious in conflict. I like that. Conscious in conflict.
Yeah.
I like that.
Shit happens, and you just got to roll with it. You got to flow.
Conscious and conflict. Writing that one down, family. 1 second.
Yeah, right. Me too. I just channeled that.
No doubt.
Funny.
So one of the things in that, so with the clairvoyant thing, I noticed that from what you said and doing research again for this podcast, is like Reiki is very restorative. It's very nurturing. It seems like it's very calming and soothing. A lot of that I associate with kind of like the feminine essence. So can you speak to the link between Reiki and healing and the feminine? Yeah,
divine feminine. Oof. I'm still trying to embody that a little bit more, because I believe I'm very much in my yang, my masculine. Think about when you're little.
I see it.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying. And I am feminine. think about when you're little and you fall off your bike and you scrape your knee, right? And your mom comes up to you, and the first thing you or she does is typically puts her hands on where your boo-boo is, right? It's like, oh, let me hold that. Or think about every time you have a tummy ache or a headache, where do you automatically put your hands? It's like you go straight to the pain point, right, where, like, you're holding it. So it's automatic nurturing, what I say with Reiki. Your hands will go where they're supposed to. I believe everyone is a Reiki healer. Reiki is in us. It's the life force within us. Now, the one thing that makes us different as practitioners or Reiki teachers or masters is we understand how to activate. That's all that's different. It's kind of like going to yoga. You practice yoga and you are aligned within yourself. But to become a yoga teacher, you start to understand the asanas and the principles. It's just being more educated, right, and honoring that system on a daily basis. So the divine feminine is always within all of us, man, woman. But when we can allow it to flow more, which, goes with Reiki or meditation or being conscious, that's when it's tapped in fully because we're allowing it to be there.
We're allowing it to be there. And a big part of that, I think, is that word you just said, allowing, right?
Yeah.
Allowing it to be there.
That's it.
Wow. Let that sink in for a minute there, family. Wow, you spoke on a little bit earlier about the whole hands-on or hands-off, like how our hands in Reiki will go where it's needed. It already knows, just like the mother, intuitively knows where to touch the child and everything. So can you speak a little bit to, like distance healing? Like, because, again, for some of the family out there, this may be like all new concepts. So how is it, in your opinion, like, distance healing, what is that? How? Right.
I know, right? Remote healing, distance healing, it has its place, definitely. And think back to the time where, say you live in New York and I live in San Diego, and I'm like, I call you and I'm like, hey, my grandma's sick. Can you send some prayers to my grandma? That is received whether or not you are next to me or in a different location, far, far away. It's that essence of energy. It's almost like, think about this. You walk into like a club. This is me like 10 years ago. And say you have beef with someone. And, this is some real life shit for me, right? And I have beef with someone and I walk into a club and it's a girl that used to hang out with my boyfriend now and I give her a dirty look. I mean, you feel that shade. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel my energy. So when people say they don't know what distance healing is or vice versa, it's that. It's sending out energy or an intention, and it's received. You know what I mean? So distance healing works. If the person on the receiving end receives it, then it works, right? If I say, if I allow you to come into my space and I'm like, please hold me up, please pray for my grandma, she is sick. I need other people to help hold me up right now because I'm not all the way grounded. Help me. I will receive that and it will show. And so I guess it's proven to me because in sessions, every time someone comes in crying or there's something that, is not well with their soul, they leave feeling usually lighter. That's my job, to make them know that you're not alone. And so it's real. And I guess the only way to truly understand it is to experience it. It's kind of like love. Like, you can't see love, but when you love someone, you just know. You love them so deeply. You think about them. You're with them. You don't want to be away from them. Like, we can't explain any of this. It's kind of like, I believe in God. Well, I mean, everyone has their own interpretation. And at that point, that's just when you say, this is my view on things and this is how I hold it. And we attract in the other beings who see the same or feel the same as you. It's just all energy.
Totally makes sense, Melanie. Wow.
Yeah,
totally makes sense.
About the shade, that's funny, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's keep it real. Like, let me show you some stuff that you used to do. And you're like, oh, I get it. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, one thing. Now you're sending light, but back in the day, 10 years ago in the club, it might have been a little shade. I get it.
Yes,
I understand.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Oh, man. So, yeah, could you imagine so much light?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like when, with the distance healing thing, to me, I think about it like, I mean, we are distantly healed by the sun,
Right.
Like,
oh, my God, that's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Yeah, the sun is healing all our asses right now. You know, like, and we step too much in that shade.
Exactly. Get out there. You better be seen.
Yeah, exactly. We, you know, the shade is good, but we do got to step out there sometime, and the sun is providing that distance healing for us. So for those of us, you know, like what Melanie was saying, and, you know, to give that analogy too, is like we all know distance healing because that's what the sun is doing to us all the time.
Right. Man, that's so true. I need to get out more. Oh, man.
San Diego,
Thank
baby.
you for reminding me. Yeah, San Diego. When the gloom goes away, I'll be out there.
There you go. That's what's up. Well, you know what? Definitely, as always, you know, like when we have a good guest on here and the conversation is flowing and there's a good topic, you know, the time goes by really quick. So we're already under 5 minutes left. And I always like to I know, right? It's crazy. It's funny how it happens like that. I always like to leave a space for you to tell people, because I mean, you have so many great workshops and projects and things that you're working on and bringing out for everyone. So you're just serving the community in a amazing way. So I want to give you some space here to just tell us what you got going on and how people can get more of you if they you know, your message resonated with them.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can reach me online, ReikiRoomSanDiego.com. It has all the information on how to reach me. There's a cell phone number you can call or text. There's an email link. You can also follow on Instagram at ReikiRoomSD. You can reach me and people part of the team there as well. I mean, and if I don't resonate with you, but you find me as a nice link to other healers, feel free to reach out and I can send you in the right direction. I mean, because everybody is meant to resonate with whatever healer they're supposed to be with. So allow me to be an open door for you to, or a bridge, truly.
Nice. Very nice. And we still have enough space for you, too, if you want to leave the family with, like, one little nugget. I mean, there's already enough nuggets already, but if you want to leave them with one more, anything on your heart that you want to say?
I have a message from the collective up above. They are saying, it is time to practice what you preach. This has been a message in my energy for the past 2 weeks. It's, if you are a healer, or if you are healing something, or if you're trying to teach something, whatever it is, whether you're an accountant or a healer, it doesn't matter. Practice what you preach, because if your energy is in that vibration, you will be brought to the highest, which means your highest energy in the career that you do and what you attract as far as romantic love, friendship love, family, community. Practice what you preach. I couldn't sit here and be on this podcast and talk about meditation and Reiki if I didn't practice this on myself daily. I wouldn't be able to push that energy out for you to feel that. So you've got to live your truth. So that's what the collective is saying through me for all of us.
Love it, yeah. Practice what you preach, live it, you know, breathe it, and walk in it. It's a time on this planet for it.
Yes, and it's accepted too. Yeah. So, thank you so much. I'm so grateful just to even honestly know you. So
I appreciate it. And same here, Melanie. Definitely, you know, iron sharpens iron. I see you. I appreciate you.
I see you. Thank you, brother.
All right, no doubt. All right, y'all. And again, family, you again listen to Full Show Holistic Health on Blog Talk Radio, and I'm your host, Shophar, from Full Show Energy Work. We love y'all. Y'all out there, keep trying to keep climbing. Peace.